air signs, no bad vibes. So we're going to be doing air signs today in honor of our fellow Libras birthday this month. Happy birthday, Libras. Happy birthday. I wish you all the best. In honor of your birthday, I will be doing I will be pulling oracle cards from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. By far one of my favorite oracle decks. Okay. By far. So we're just gonna sit this here and jump right into it. I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy that you're here. Whew, I'm feeling good. Whew, I'm ready. All right, let's jump right into it. We'll pull 3 cards, of course. You know the deal. You know the deal. Let's get this shuffle going on. Okay, we got some major transformations happening. Air signs, which is actually really exciting because it is well overdue. Alright, let's see what's in store. I'm going to pull my 3 cards. So, Spirit, what do you have for my first air sign? What do you have for my first air sign, please, Spirit? Ooh, we've got the Chariot. Okay. That is very Cancerian energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer. But the Chariot is also about moving forward. Like, it's time to move on. The Chariot is also of the Major Arcana, which means that this is something that is kind of inevitable. Words. But the Chariot is something that's kind of inevitable. So it may be some kind of change that you may or may not be looking forward to. But get excited, because I have a great feeling it's going to be awesome for you, okay? Spirit, what do you have for my air sign number 2? We've got 2 cards here. I'm not going to take them both, of course, but these look really good and very promising. This is the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords, which is, of course, air energy. But the 2 of Cups is also a partnership, you know, coming together of sorts. It could be even a soulmate. So we will put that back in the deck. Let's just keep that in mind for this next transit. Spirit, what do you have for my air sign number 2? All right. 6 of Wands. Okay, air signs, I am loving the energy that you are in right now. Okay, that we are in right now. All right. All right, Spirit, what do we have for air sign number 3? I've got the 2 of Pentacles here. So there may be some balancing that needs to be done. You know, we are in Libra season. There also may be some decisions that need to be made. It's probably time for you to do some checks and balances on your finances. All right. Let's get into the clarifiers. I will be clarifying with the Rider-Waite deck. The tarot deck that I pulled these cards for was the Otherkin tarot deck. Alright, Spirit, let's clarify the Chariot for my air sign number 1, please. The Ace of Swords. That's beautiful energy. You may be moving forward with a new project. Maybe somebody's coming in with a new idea and you're really stepping into that, leveling up. Really, the Chariot is really about stepping into something brand new, stepping into something that you've worked a really long time for. It's about leveling up, really just like upgrade. The Chariot is always like an upgrade card for me. Really balancing things out though. In the traditional tarot, that man is looking so serious, but he's also got a very clear representation of the yin and yang with the black and white lions beside him. So it's definitely clear that you will be moving forward with a balanced perspective. Even this new idea will be something that you will need balance in to obtain successfully. The Chariot, please, Spirit. And the 2 of Cups. So this definitely could be some kind of love opportunity. Okay, somebody that you're probably already into. Someone that could be a soulmate, a highly divine highly divine partnership of some kind. It doesn't have to be romantic, it can be completely platonic. But I am seeing here that this is something that is going to help you move forward very positively, okay? I'm seeing here that, you know, you could be dealing with a Leo, but I'm also seeing that you're gonna have to come from your new self's perspective, not the old you. I feel like you've done a lot of transforming here recently, and everything that you've gone through has prepared you for whatever this is that is coming to you now. Spirit, tell me more about the Chariot, please. We've got the Death card. We were just talking about that transformation, that upgrade. Something new is beginning here for you, air sign number 1, and that is super exciting. Something's about to, you know, level up and take off. Something has come to an end, so something brand new can really be born. Or this could be someone from your past and they want to rekindle an old relationship. I don't see, or, you know, you guys may not have dated. You guys may not have been together. It may not have gotten that far, but they are coming back around to maybe even give you an apology or talk about the way things ended in order to move forward, which is, you know, very positive. You've got free will. If you want to go for it, go for it. If not, then don't. Okay, let's get one more clarifier for the Chariot, please, for my air sign number 1. One more clarifier, please, Spirit. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is beautiful energy, guys. So I definitely feel like this is something that you've been waiting for. You've been working hard on this transformation. Somebody's definitely paying very close attention to you and how you're moving right now, and they're really seeing how you're working hard. You're really standing in your own light. You're very independent. You're making things happen for yourself. You're happy all on your own at the moment, and they want to come and meet you halfway. I'm definitely seeing a lot of balance here, which is very, very positive, and I am wishing you the absolute best of luck with that, my air sign number 1. That is what I have for you, sweetheart. I hope that you enjoyed that, and again, a happy birthday. All right, Spirit, what do you have for my air sign number 2, the 6 of Wands? So we've got quite a few cards that came out here. This is good energy, guys. So we've got the Queen of Swords, and then we've got the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords in reverse. This is, of course, all of your energy, but what I'm seeing here is that by standing in your power, by standing in your truth, by being honest, by being both emotional and logical and bringing them together in a balanced way, you're able to overcome whatever it is that you have felt like you have lost. You may have been very stressed out about something in the past. Maybe you had to let go of some things that were very hard to let go of, but the 6 of Wands is making it very loud and clear that you're coming out on top, and I am so excited for that. You guys are going to be exactly where you need to be. You will be, you know, in your energy, you're going to feel more like yourself than you have in a while. I feel like you're going to be getting better sleep. Maybe you haven't been sleeping well. You're going to be getting a lot better sleep. You may be even getting some attention, some recognition. I'm seeing this is a lot of air energy, but with the 6 of Wands, this is very passionate. So maybe you're just really good at what you do, and you're finally getting the recognition for that, which is absolutely incredible because it took them long enough, didn't it? All right. 6 of Wands. Spirit, give me one more for the 6 of Wands. What do you have for my air sign number 2? Please, Spirit. My air sign number 2. Ooh. The 7 of Pentacles. So what this is telling me, coming out of these 6 of Wands, this is telling me that of course, astrology has told me that it's harvest season. But Spirit is also really reinforcing that it is harvest season for you. It is time for you to, you know, reap return on investments. I'm also seeing here that someone could be watching you very closely. Someone could be paying very close attention to you, maybe wanting to approach you, trying to find a strategic plan to approach you. I'm seeing that you've worked really hard in this past season. I'm thinking starting back to February, February time frame, I'm really feeling that you've been doing a lot of changing internally. You've been working really hard on yourself, and now you're ready to see the fruits of your labor, and that is what's happening. That is definitely coming out for you, and I'm seeing a lot of success here. I'm seeing also an upgrade for you as well, air sign number 2. There's a lot of success here, a lot of victory, a lot of recognition. Your efforts, your hard work, these things are going to be acknowledged. These things are going to be accounted for. You are going to finally be in a position where you finally feel like, you know, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and others can see that. I'm seeing that. I'm not seeing a whole lot of resistance. I'm just seeing what Spirit is definitely advising me is that you should spend more time on the action and not the thought. You've done all the shadow work, the inward work. You've done all that. It's time for you to actually stand in this and move forward. It's time for you to have faith. Really, don't try to figure it all out right now. You may not have all the answers, but as you go and as you walk in light, Spirit is going to help this story gradually unfold for you, but you have to have faith in that. You have to have confidence in that. And I know you've got it. It's no thing, but as us air signs do, we've got to stay out of this headspace. I'm not seeing any trapped energy, but I am also seeing that that is something that you need to be very consciously aware of this transit. It's very important for you to make sure that you're staying focused on what the end goal is. Make sure you're focused on all the work that what did you put all this work in for? Okay? That's what your focus needs to be on right now. That is what I have for you, air sign number 2. And I hope that you enjoyed that. All right, air sign number 3. Let us get into it with your 2 of Pentacles. Spirit, tell me about the 2 of Pentacles. That took absolutely no time. I got the King of Wands and the 2 of Swords. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And you or they are at a crossroads. Okay, I'm seeing that somebody's got to make a decision here, and those are just the facts. I'm seeing that you may be very guarded toward this person. I feel like maybe this person has come in trying to someone maybe has come in trying to get to know you, or someone wants to get to know you, and you're trying to weigh the odds of this decision. You're trying to weigh the outcome. Like, is this really worth it? Or this could be you. You could just be at a crossroads, having to make decisions, having to make new decisions, or hard decisions. Really hard decisions that you weren't really expecting to have to deal with. But this new you is equipped to do that, and you just have to stand in that. You have to be confident that all the work that you have done thus far has prepared you for this. Okay? Spirit, tell me about the 2 of Pentacles, please. Can I get more information on the 2 of Pentacles? Oh gosh, a lot of cards fell out. I'm gonna take these. So I got the King of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands here. Okay. So, air sign number 3, you may have to make a choice between 2 people. I'm just the messenger. But what I'm seeing here is that you may be walking away from something that no longer serves you. I'm seeing that there was a lot of resistance in the past. There was a lot of fighting and chaotic energy. I'm seeing that, you tried your best to balance a situation with someone, and they were being completely oblivious. They weren't trying to meet you halfway. I'm seeing that maybe they are trapped in, maybe you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but maybe they were trapped in an energy that wasn't healthy for them. They're in a negative headspace. I'm feeling like they have a lot of emotional baggage that they haven't dealt with, and it has poured over into their connection with you. And now you're trying to weigh the odds of, okay, do I take this new opportunity, or do I sit here and continue to try with this person because I've already invested so much time? You'll probably have to make a decision. You know, it could be, you know, a fire sign and a water sign that you're dealing with, or it could be, you know, air signs, whatever the case, whomever it may be. You're being asked to take an intuitive approach to this because you know you have the answers, you know how to move forward with this. You need to follow, you know, your right mind as well as your heart. Don't come from a guarded place, because there's a lot of, look at this, there's so much guarded energy here. It's like, no, you can't even get within 3 feet. Just stay away. And air sign number 3, maybe that's just where you are right now. Because of everything that's going on, you may just be like, you know what? I just need some space. I just need everybody to back away and give me a minute to be me, to do me, whatever that may be. Maybe this is just too much. Maybe, you know, all of these emotional feelings are overwhelming for you and you're deciding to walk away completely. Us air signs aren't really the greatest with emotions, and, you know, that's just the way the cookie seems to crumble sometimes. But it's also really important to make sure that you are tapped into a balanced energy, air sign. Okay? And I'm preaching to the choir, all right? Because I know. I think it's really time for you to pay attention to what you're feeling. I don't think you've been doing that. I really don't. And I feel like these two energies have been your biggest blockage. You know, instead of facing this 8 of Cups, instead of facing this emotion and dealing with this emotion, you've been fighting and resisting it. And it's time for you to come out of that. It's time for you to completely walk away from that, because you have gone through so much that has equipped you to deal with this. You know how to deal with it, but choosing not to deal with it isn't going to help you. Okay? It's still going to be there. You still have to figure it out. You still have to fix it. You can't just walk away from it and expect it to go away. This is something that's within you. And that could also be why these two people are such easy triggers for you. And I'm thinking it's because you've been hurt. I just shuffled and got these 2 out again, and Spirit's just saying to me very loud and clear, and I could be talking to an Aquarius, and if that is the case, then it's time to come out of this energy. I feel like this is why you're so guarded. This is what you refuse to deal with, whatever this has been for you. And maybe you're not being honest with yourself, so you don't even realize that you're suppressing this. You are completely pushing it away because it's easier. It's just simply easier to do that, okay? But the Star card, all right? The Star card is a very positive card to get, especially in the upright. The Star card is something that it's hopeful, okay? But it's also very balanced. The Star card, as you can see, the water bearer, okay, and all the stars. You are supported. You've got so much help here. You've got everything that you need. The stars are, look, the stars literally have your back. The stars are right there. You are the star, okay? So your fellow stars are there to support you. So you have to trust what's going on inside of you. You have to balance those emotions because they have something to teach you. They are there to support you, not to hinder you, not to hurt you. They are there to help you really live in the experience of being human in this realm. And if you continuously resist that, you're just denying yourself the opportunity to have the experience, and that's not fair. The emotions are part of the experience, air sign, and you just have to deal with that, okay? But ultimately, I'm seeing that it's time for you to maybe just go inside, do some work here, deal with what's going on here, deal with what has hurt you. It could have been a third-party situation, but regardless of that, take your power back. And that's really what this star is saying too. It's time for you to take your power back. It's time for you to really know who you are and stand in that. Don't let anybody deny you the access of being who you are, because they shouldn't have that much power over you. Okay? I'm feeling very confident in that, and I'm feeling like once you find that balance, all of this is going to make so much more sense. Whatever it is that you may be having to deal with, whatever it is that you may be having to find balance in, it's going to make a lot more sense. You're just going to get it. Okay? So that is what I have for you. Number 3, make sure you stay focused in that, okay? You deserve to be your biggest priority. You may be a little distracted, head may be in the clouds a little bit, but it's time to focus on what's important. That way you can heal and grow, all right? It may be something or someone from your past triggering you, but if they still have that much power, it's because you have not dealt with it. So it's time to deal with it, okay? Let us deal with it. Namaste. So, okay, let us get into your oracle cards. For each air sign. These are such beautiful cards. I absolutely love this oracle deck. It's gorgeous. Alright. Spirit, what messages do you have for my beautiful air signs? Such an air sign card. Going beyond normal. 14, which breaks down to a 5, which could really signify change, okay, which is very positive. I'm definitely seeing that. I will go in and read the messages of these cards. Let's pull one more. What messages do you have for my beautiful air signs, please, Spirit? What messages do you have for my beautiful air sign? What messages do you have for my beautiful air sign, Spirit? Okay, there we go. Inspiration. Number 3, which is absolutely beautiful as well. Look at how beautiful that card is. Wow, and the sunflowers. That's special. 3 is a very divine number. It's a very, very divine number. Okay. So let's see, number 14. Going beyond normal. So let's meditate on this while I read the message. On the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream, or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysterious and magical is a recipe for an existence that is far too dry. The sacred rebel within our hearts will always choose a juicier approach to life. You are currently approaching such a choice point. You could say that the choice is about balance. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, and more about integrating all approaches so that you enhance rather than hinder your life journey. Placing science or architecture above all else kills off the rebellious heart. Steadfastly relying on logic, proof, and a complete set of plans to measure and dictate outcomes will suffocate the soul. Basing decisions on limited factors with an imbalanced measure of success is unnecessarily limiting. This approach prevents us from living freely, spontaneously, and with trust so that we can rebel against the need for things to go strictly according to plan. Choose to value decisions based on passion and instinct and trust in life enough to embrace it as an adventure and let it unfold as it will. There is a time and a place for logic, strategy, planning, and measurable outcomes. These are not bad tools to have, but we must be vigilant not to worship them or allow them to quash our less rational but equally valuable decision-making tools: intuition, feelings, and those things you know without knowing how you know them. The flowing inspirational energy of the heart may have no conceivable basis in logic or reason and still be uncannily accurate. To remain rebellious, we must not sacrifice the art of emotion, instinct, passion, and intuition for the science of logic and strictly planning. On the other hand, gardening and art do provide us with a plan, albeit more loosely held. This plan still requires us to set aside time to draw upon reliable methods and to prepare with certain tools. However, there is also a healthy dose of organic flow, responsiveness, and trust in the creative process of bringing something to life. This leads to the cultivation of the most beautiful, abundant, and successful garden and the most vivid healing art. You are being asked to stay open to the intuitive approach in your life, your work, your creativity, as well as in your spiritual journey. The intuitive approach can be likened to the method of a gardener or an artist. There is a sense of what might work where and a loose or even detailed plan, but how the plan is carried out will depend on and respond to the flow of its surroundings. There is no need to control the situation, but rather a desire to nurture an idea to fruition. You may have pressures around you from the world or from your own conditioned nature to do things according to the rules, to a deadline, or to the accepted mainstream view that you need a well thought out plan for success in a commercial venture. However, sometimes the best plan is to do what feels intuitively truthful in the moment and to trust that you are being and to trust that you are being led towards your own growth. Adopting the approach means you have to do far less planning and far more living. It is a pure and heart-centered way to manifest your art, your life, and your essence into practical expression in the world. It involves a willingness to be led by nature instead of trying to control the powerful force of life, which is a bit like trying to fit in a proverbial ocean in a teacup. It is far more intelligent to allow the ocean to be the ocean and to learn to swim in it rather than trying to cram it into a vessel that is much too small. This oracle brings you a special piece of guidance. You are moving outside of the plan. You are living on the border of what is socially accepted. This is good. This is fringe-dwelling freedom. Others might not see this about you straight away as you seem pretty normal, but the secret eccentric streak is just waiting to show itself. And maybe you are an out and proud fringe dweller, completely comfortable with this way of being. Either way, this oracle brings you the message that you now have a chance to live from the heart more deeply and expressively ever than before. It wants you to realize that this is a legitimate, empowered, and creative way to live that honors all of who you are. You can give up forcing or squashing yourself down into a very limited self of so-called desired qualities like intellect and control. This really goes on what I was talking about in air sign number 3's tarot reading. I was really expressing that there needs to be a balance in, your emotions and your logic. It's time for you to step in your own right and be that rebellious star. It's time for you to be that bright entity with all the witty ideas and all that fun attitude and the life of the party and bringing the karmic balance to the universe. So stand in that, okay? Let's get into number 3. Let's see here. This is really an amazing oracle deck. And if you guys ever get the chance, go ahead and make it happen. Go ahead and get you one, okay? It comes with a great little book and everything. All right, so let's meditate on this one. Inspiration. An idea has captured your attention or will do so very soon. It may be a grand vision or the vague sense of something that could be. You are being encouraged to accept the vision, the idea, or the inspiration as it is important to your creative and spiritual growth. Also, it is possible. The bee is bringing you healing, medicine, wisdom from nature to aid the message of the oracle of inspiration. The bee is a powerful spirit totem. Bees are also able to fly with wings that are significantly small in proportion to their heavier bodies. They can do so because of the sheer speed with which their wings move. Your idea, even if it seems like a big, substantial plan that might be difficult to get off the ground and up and running, can succeed. You will attract great helpers to you, and the earth will support the success of this project, idea, or vision, because it is about helping the greater good as well as your own growth and development. When the earth mother lends you nature wisdom to support your healing and growth, you know you have an exceptionally powerful ally to your cause. Let this bring you confidence. If you have also drawn the After the Storm card, consider this message amplified. Allow inspiration to fill you with enthusiasm. An expectation of magic and marvelous synchronicity as people, situations, and opportunities fall into place to help bring your inspiration to reality. This idea has the potential to flower into so much more than you realize. It is great potential. It can become something that feeds and nourishes others on their creative and personal healing paths, too. It is the quality of a mission and is so much more than one singular idea. When an inspiration comes from the greater creative intelligence of the universe, even when it makes itself known as an idea coming through a human source, all that is needed to bring it into being will be available at the right time. Sorry, guys. For the human channel of the idea, it is just a matter of being open, receptive, trusting, and enthusiastic about what has come through. Everything required for each step will be naturally attracted to support the success of the project according to divine timing. The healing process below will help you manifest the support. And this book comes with absolutely beautiful healing mantras and messages. This oracle also comes with a message that you are a vehicle for inspiration. You are meant to think and do things differently. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You are being asked to avoid the trap of doubting your ideas are special or interesting enough. Your inspiration comes direct from the universal creativity source, and you are being asked to believe and recognize the signature of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges, and to act accordingly. To sum up, this card indicates that sweet success, like abundant honey, is coming your way through your commitment to and development of an idea that you have already had or will soon receive. See it through to the end. Believe. I got chills. Okay, I got chills with that one. This, and it just blows my mind how both of these play very, very heavily into the reading that we just had. This one was more so for air sign number 1 about that new idea. It's time to trust yourself. It's time to trust in the universe. You've done all the work. Saturn has gone direct. Blessings and miracles are falling out of the sky every day. Okay, it's time to get excited. It's time to get creative and not suppress our ideas, because air signs have crazy good ideas. You know, they are so out of the box. They're left field. They aren't like normal ideas. Okay, so stand in your creativity. These two oracle cards for me, guys, are really saying that you are on the right path, and you just have to have confidence and have faith in that. Even if you don't have all the clarity that you seek right now, it is coming to you. It will all play out the way that it is supposed to. Okay, that is what I have for you, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful air signs. Libras, I hope that you have a happy, happy birthday, and I will see you guys so, so very soon. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.